Greetings, my human friends. This again is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien. We, the tall white aliens, are speaking and practicing cloning on an ongoing basis. What is so important about it? How is it being done and why? See, this is what I want to talk about today. Very important. It might give you some idea about life and death itself. I want to make it very simple for you, and so every single one of you get a basic idea about it and the possibilities of survival for every single one of you. To start, I want to remind you that about 70% of the surface of planet Earth, which is a living organism just like a human, an animal or a plant, never to be forgotten. Earth is alive. Earth has all the ingredients you have inside of yourself, and also feelings and the capability of reacting up on certain outside influences. Earth has on its surface and deep inside about 70% of water. And I have explained to you before in videos that water is the essence of mind. Water is mind itself. Without water, there is no life, because water is life. Water is feelings and thinking. Water is that which I communicate to you right now. And you are able to understand my words because you are also, just like planet Earth, made up of about 70% water, or consciousness, so to speak. Just like any living creature in the universe needs a certain amount of water in order to be able to be conscious. So you're living on a conscious creature, planet Earth. Yourself and all living beings around you are made up of water to be conscious. And once you die, water will leave your body and keeps you dry, will make you dry as a leaf which fell off a tree. Yes, death is the absence of water. How do we, the tall white aliens, sustain for hundreds, thousands of years? And how do we keep some selected humans alive for thousands and thousands of years? Well, this is the art of cloning. This is the art of treating the DNA of living creatures in a way to prolong life endlessly. But the basis of it is to contain the water, the consciousness in the DNA, in the human being, for example. You can be dead for thousands of years and dry as a rotten leaf, and still there is some DNA left in you. Somewhere, we, the tall white aliens, will be able to collect some DNA. And even if it is only inside of one of your tooth in your skull after about 10 or 20 or 50,000 years, inside of one of your teeth, is a complete sequence of your DNA. And once we are able to collect it, we are able to reproduce you. Reproduce you completely and entirely. What of your memory will be there once you are growing up, and you will be the same person to the hair of the person you have been maybe 50,000 years ago. What kind of memory is there? Certainly none. Because you cannot even remember what you have done 124 days ago at 12 o'clock at noon. You do not remember your thought of yesterday at the same time, because thoughts and feelings change rapidly. So a person who is being reproduced out of the interior of a tooth, there where we have collected a sequence of the DNA and artificially put this person back to life. This person will not be able to remember anything except through the holy books. And there we come to this. The holy books are the books which are basically a diary of the person who lived before, and the life before, and the life before. For hundreds of thousands of years, you can read up on your own history. Yes, your own history is being recorded. And the ones who is reproduced artificially by the collection of the DNA and the cloning by the tall white aliens is able to see the whole history of his lives, and by learning about it, his mind is being, of course, influenced, and he can keep going on his path. Certainly not all humans of those billions living are privileged to be reproduced and cloned, but only a handful of you. And this handful of you are the leaders of planet Earth, the helpers of Earth, which is a living creature itself, living in harmony with Mother Earth and trying to keep things in place without the total catastrophe, which the unconscious being, the non-thinking humans, the masses, they would eat up each other if we would not keep a lid on you by a handful of selected humans, which some of them, of course, like Carl, will lead his body for us, the tall whites, to speak to you and give you a hint of that, what you call sages, which survive thousands of years, which you call the gods, not knowing how the process is being done. Rudolf of Germany.